Okay, good evening once again. Welcome to the Astros and Texas Rangers baseball recap show. We are recording it, so we are going to be recording. No guests, so we will do that. So once again, let's go over what happened in the Astros, and I'm going to share my screen in just a second. Share my screen over. So we are recording live. So let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. Okay, final score: Astros win 6-5. So they did win 6-5 today in today's ball game. So Astros get the win on this West Coast road trip. So let's go over the scoring plays. Let's do that. I'm going to go over to the scoring plays. Okay, let's begin scoring plays in the top of the second for the Astros. Dustin Ginner had a walk, so he did walk in that inning. It was 1-0 Astros. Then George Springer walked, and also Yuli Guerrero scored. He did score, made it 2-0. But the Los Angeles Angels did score runs. They hit a 2-run homer in the game, made it 4-2. So it was 4-2. So no 3-run. It was a grand slam home run. So grand slam home run. It was 4-2. Los Angeles Angels. Alex Bregman did score in the top of the seventh on the home run to center field. So it was cut the lead to 3-4, 4-3. Josh Reddick did single to on a ground ball. It scored, tied the game at 4. So 2 runs scored in that game. Garrett Stubbs did hit a sac fly, made it 5-4, and Michael Hamara Solalo, if I'm saying it right, had a single on the ground ball, made it 5-5. Also, Alex Bregman did single in the top of the 11th to get the win for the Astros. The Astros win 6-5. So 6-5 was your final score in the game today. So let's give you the actual box scores. So let's pull up the box scores on top of your screen. Okay, let's begin with the Houston Astros. George Springer went 1 for 4. Jose Altuve went 0 for 6. He was left on base 9 times. Alex Bregman went 2 for 6 today. He was left on base 4 times, but he did have 2 RBIs. Michael Brantley had a good day today. Went 3 for 4. Straw went 0 for 1. Grunkel, Guerrero, Guerrero went 1 for 3. Reddick went 1 for 3. Tucker went 1 for 0 for 5. Mayfield went 1 for 3. Carlos Correa went 1 for 2, and Garner need you with 1 for 2, and Toro went 0 for 1, and then Stubbs had 1 RBI in the game. Astros left 35 men on base. That's not something you should be doing. With runners in score position, that went 2 for 17 in the game. Also, with 2 outs, they had Tucker, Bregman, and Altuve was on base with 2 outs. They left 13 men on base, but total of 35 men was left on base. Same thing with the LA Angels. The LA Angels left 31 runners on base. They struck out 14 times and only walked 11. Astros struck out 9 times and walked 8 in the game. So walked 8. So the Astros had 6 hits, 6 runs, 11 hits, 6 RBIs. So it's 6 runs, 11 hits, and the Los Angeles Angels had 5 runs, 6 hits, and 5 RBIs in the game. For today, let's give you the pitching breakdown for the Astros. James, he had 3 innings. He struck out 4 batters, but walked 6. That was kind of sloppy pitching right there. Valdez did pitch today. He had given up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. His ERA is at 2.53. Scrubs came in. He had 2 strikeouts. He had a half of an inning. Taylor had 1 inning of work. In the game, he had 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. Now, so your winning pitcher will be James, and then let's see, that's our hero, a hitter, Atano, saying his name right. That's his name. That's the other guy. He gets the loss for the um, Los Angeles Angels. So the Los Angeles Angels used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pitchers compared to the 4 pitchers for the Astros. So they used more pitchers than the Houston Astros. I'll be honest with you. So I'll be honest with you right here. I'll look at it this way: these 14 strikeouts right there and 11 walks, that should have never happened in this game. That should have absolutely never happened. So I'll be honest with you. I think this pitching staff's got to be a little bit more better in limiting their strike to walkout ratios in this game. So I'm going to pull up another screen. I'll pull up another graphic screen. Let me see if I can pull up this screen right here. We'll give you another box score breakdown. So get that up on the screen. Let's see if I can put that in for you. Okay, I'm going to get that up on my screen, and we'll have it right there in a second. And we have it. Okay, let's give you what happened in this one. We'll give you the breakdown. I'll give you the box score breakdown on both batting averages. Okay, Astros hit 345. The Angels hit 274 against Astros pitching today. So they had that was their WOBA. So that's the WOBA. That's their whip batting average. So that's let's see. Let's pull this down. Okay, this is the advanced stats right here. The for the Astros, let's pull that up. Pull up the advanced stats for the Houston Astros. The dashboard. Houston Astros had 6 runs in the game. They only had 1 home run, and that was Alex Bregman in the game. So he was hitting 333 in the game today. OBS 333, and slugging percentage, he went to 833 in the game. Now, so 345 batting average, it's not that bad. So 345 right there. So they actually hit 268 in the game, but their WOBA was 345. So that's WOBA was, but they was hitting 268 against the Angels pitching. So the Angels hit 154 against the Astros pitching. So they kind of was a little lethargic in the game versus the Astros on those so okay, this is the standard right here. I'm looking at it right here, standard stats right there. Now the advanced stats, we're looking at it right on the screen. These are the advanced stats. Astros, let's give you the Astros strikeout percentage. They had 18% of strikeouts, 16% of walks. So they had 16% on walks and 18% on the strikeouts. So that's how the game went today. Okay, the strikeout to walk ratio was 11.45. So they had 9 walks. So that's 9 walks per inning. So they had 11.45 on the strikeout to walk ratio to 9 in the game. Astros batted balls. Let's give you the Astros batted ball count. On 205 pitches, they had 123 was for strikes and 82 for balls. They had fly balls. They had 14 fly balls in the game. 14 fly balls. Line drives, they had 6. Let's see. They had intermediate fly balls. They had 3. Which is bunts. They had 1, so they had 1 bunt. And it looks like Jose Altuve, that was BU. That's so this is how they break it down right here. So we're breaking down the Astros batted ball counts in the game. Now the win probability. Let's show you the win probability for the Houston Astros. The win probability for the Houston Astros. Let's give you that number. Let's see. The clinch was 0.6 in the game, so that's the win probability there. So so good stats right here for the Houston Astros. So it's a good win for the Houston Astros. So let me drop this down into the screen. So once again, Astros went 6-5. So we will go over the Texas Rangers. We'll recap what the Texas Rangers did today. So we'll do that in just a second. Let me recap the Texas Rangers, get my score switched over. So we'll go to Texas and San Francisco. I'm going to go over that game in just a second. Let me get that up on my screen. Okay. The Rangers win 9-5. So the Rangers win 9-5 today. What's the final score? 9-5 in the game today. So we are looking at Fangraphs baseball. If you see this video, you'll see Fangraphs. Also, you'll see MLB.com. So let's give you a game recap. Let's give you a scoring recap on this game. Give you a scoring recap. I'm going to go over to the plays. Give you some scoring recaps on it. Let's go to the play logs. Okay, play-by-play log. Let's go over to the Rangers batting. The Rangers did bat in the top of the first. They had strikeouts, flyouts, and groundouts. So it wasn't good inning there. So Texas, let's see, Texas. Let's give you the Texas box score. I'm gonna give you the scoring plays on Texas games. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna switch over to a different. Play setting. So we're gonna switch this over, and we'll switch this over to a different play setting. I'm gonna give you the plays of what happened in the game. Okay. Texas Rangers did score. Let's see. They scored in the top of the second. It was 3-0. It started off at 2-0, and then the lead expanded to 3-0. Then San Francisco scored on an Evan Longoria sac fly, made it 3-1. In the top of the fifth, the Rangers did score. Chu hit a home run, made it 5-1. So it was 5-1 on a 2-run homer. So 5-1. Texas Rangers on top. That was in the top of the fifth. Now in the bottom of the fifth, San Francisco did score some runs. That was on a ground out. In the bottom of the fifth, it was 5-2. Rangers on top. Then Evan Longoria hit a home run. It was on a fly ball that cut the lead to 5-3. Then they tied the game at 5. So San Francisco hit a home run. They tied the game at 5 apiece. So it was a home run in the bottom of the sixth. And then in the top of the seventh, the Rangers did score. Willie Calhoun sac fly made it 6-5, and then Joey Gallo's 3-run homer made it 9-5. So it was 9-5 in the game. So it was his third home run on a fly ball. Chu did score. Andrews did score, and also Gallo scored on that home run. So they did score 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win the game 9-5. So it was on 9 hits in the game. Hernandez was the winner, 2-0. Here's his record. Triggs is the loser for the San Francisco Giants. So that's what happened today in the in MLB. 9 hits by the Rangers. So 9 hits by the Rangers in the game. So once again, they win 9-5. So let's give you the actual box score in this game. Okay, I'm gonna pull my box score right up on the screen. Chu went let's see. Chu went 1 for 4 today. I'm trying to see. Well, Chu went 1 for 4. Andrews went 0 for 4. Calhoun went 0 for 3. Reefer Snyder went 0 for 1. Gallo went 3 for 4. Had a good day hitting the ball. Frazier went 0 for 3. Solich went Solik went 1 for 4. Hyman went 2 for 5. Kenner Pfeiffer, that's Isaiah Kinder Pfeiffer went 1 for 4. Mathis went 1 for 3 today. The Astros, the Rangers went left 13 men on base. So they left 13 men on base, struck out 7 times. Good plate discipline today by the Rangers batters. Good, absolute good plate discipline today. So let's give it a pitching recap. Pitching recap. Let's see. I can pull it up to another screen. So I'm gonna get a screen up. So I'll get band graphing now. I'll give you the information on the pitchers. Give you a box score information. Okay, pitching for the Texas Rangers. Colby Allard had 3 strikeouts in the game today. Colby Allard had 3 strikeouts. Jonathan Hernandez had 4 strikeouts in the game, so 8 strikeouts total to 3. So good performance. So limiting the walks to strikeout ratio. Gilbert went 1 inning. He gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 home run, and 3 was earned. 3 runs was earned in the game. So it's so he had a bad inning there. Also, Emerson Borquez had 1 inning of work. He gave up no hits, no runs. None of them was earned. 1 strikeout in the game. Jesse Chavez had 0.2 innings. He had given up 2 hits, 1 home run. He gave up 1 earned run today. His ERA, I'm trying to see if his ERA is on the screen. So that's for the Texas Rangers in the game today. So let's scroll this down to actual dashboard. We'll give you an actual dashboard breakdown. Okay, on the pitches for the Rangers. So let's give you those. Okay, Allard, his strikeout to walk ratio was 6.75 to 450. He had Hernandez, same thing. He had 18 Ks to 450, so it was strikeout for 9 innings there. And let's see. Volquez had 9.0 in his strikeouts to walk ratio. Um, Jesse Chavez at, let's see, home run per 9 innings. He gave up 13.0 in the game. So these are your breakdowns right here. ERAs for the Rangers. So let's give you the ERAs for the Rangers. All at 2.25. Galbert, 20.25 ERA. And also Chavez, 13.350 ERA. That's not a good ERA to go by. So that's just, unfortunately, that's just what they had today. The strikeout to walk ratio was 12.8 for the Texas Rangers today. So they had a strikeout to walk ratio percentage of 12.8. Walk ratio was 7.7 in the game. So so the Astros. So let's give you the batted ball breakdowns for the Texas Rangers. I'm going to give you those. On 148 pitches, 83 was for strikes, 65 for balls. They had ground balls. They had 7 ground balls, 19 fly balls, 6 line drives in the game. So they had 6 line drives in the game. Let's see, batted, bunted balls. Let's see, they had 1. Looks like they have 1 in the game. So it's what we're discussing here for the Rangers and the Astros. So once again, that's breaking down. We're breaking down pitch information on Fangraph. Okay, today's leaderboard. Let's give you today's live leaderboard. Let's see if we can give you a live leaderboard. Looks like I don't know if we can do that. So probably for a team, let's see the Rangers. So that's information. So I look at it this way. I'm gonna tell you, the Texas Rangers pitching staff can be a lot better if you don't give up those walks. They had 8 walks in the game. Let's see, in the game against the San Francisco Giants today. So we'll pull that back up and we'll see if I can get it back up on my screen and give you those breakdowns. We'll give you that breakdown in just a second. So that's what happened in this game today. You had 8 strikeouts, 3 walks in the game for the Rangers. So that's not too bad. They only gave up 8 hits. They only gave up 2 home runs to the San Francisco batters. They only had given up 5 earned runs. So that's something right there they have to work on a lot better if they're going to be a better team in I want to see what these numbers, what these are, BUs. So it's batted ball data. So if you don't understand these graphics, this is what they tell you for these things. So I look at it this way. Giants Giants went. So we get this up on the screen, and let's see. All right. Giants are 5-5. The Rangers are now 3-5. So they will. Let's give you the schedule on both Astros. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this week's schedule. So let me get that schedule. I'm gonna give you this week's schedule on both teams. I'm gonna give you the schedules, and then we'll sign off for tonight. Okay, I'm gonna give you the schedule for the Texas Rangers in just a second. For this week, I'm gonna give you Texas Rangers. We'll give you the Texas Rangers schedule going into this week's games. So I'll get this up on the screen for you. Just get this switched over. Okay, the Texas Rangers games this week. We'll give you a full game breakdown. I'll give you a full game week breakdown. Okay, they will take on Oakland. That'll be on Tuesday night, 8:10. So it's a 3-game series with them. That'll be at Oakland, so they're back on the West Coast again. I guess the Oakland A's, and then they'll come back home on Friday night. They will have the Angels come to town, and Monday through Wednesday they'll have the Seattle Mariners come to town in the month of August. Now for the Houston Astros, we'll give you the Houston Astros in just a second. We'll give you the Houston Astros schedule. I'm going to go ahead and give you that schedule. Major League Baseball schedule for the Houston Astros. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to give you the Houston Astros schedule. I'm going to give you that schedule, and then we'll sign off. We'll give you the week schedule for the Houston Astros, and we'll have those games for you. Okay, I'm going to put the schedule up on the screen. So this is a schedule. Okay, the schedule for this week, we'll give you that schedule. Okay, they will have the Arizona D-backs. That'll be Tuesday through Thursday. So Tuesday through Thursday, they're off tomorrow. So no Astros baseball tomorrow. We will have Pelicans basketball, no Astros. They will take on the D-backs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll have the games for you. We'll have the Tuesday game. We'll be on till 10 o'clock. And on Wednesday night, we'll have the full game. So we'll be doing full. And then Thursday, we'll be on to 10 o'clock. So we'll most likely we'll have the Arizona D-backs. So we'll have that game for you on Sportscaster. So that most likely will be how we're going to do it. So let's see if we give you the Texas Rangers. I'll give you games that we will have. So I'm going to give you the games we will have for the Texas Rangers as well. We will have, we will also have Oakland. That will be on Tuesday. We'll have both games on Sportscaster. So both games will be on Sportscaster this coming Tuesday night, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we'll have both teams on. So we will be having those games on for you as well. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Astros and Texas Rangers baseball recap for this Sunday even. We'll be back on tomorrow on YouTube and Sportscaster. We're definitely going to do a show on there. We'll have that for this week. So once again, like, share, and follow Sports Talk with Kerry Wiemeyer Show on Facebook. You can follow me at Kerry Wiemeyer, number 75. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Talk Kerry, TalkKerry. Also, we'll be on YouTube Monday through Sunday this week. So 7 days for YouTube. So YouTube viewers, we are coming to you live this week. Twitch viewers will come to you the week after that, and then we'll be back on Facebook again. We'll rotate around. We're also on the Twitch channel, Tumblr channel, Tumblr. You can follow me on Tumblr at Sports Talk 2505, Sports Talk 2505. Also, you can follow me on the official flagship of Sports Talk with Kerry Wiemeyer Show. That is Sportscaster. You can follow me at KLW. That's my I go under that name. Also, you can follow me on the Twitch channel. We'll be back there next week. So we'll have that next week, and then Twitter the following week, and then back to Facebook again. Also, you can follow me on Instagram anytime at Sports Talk 2505. That's Sports Talk 2505. And for email and business inquiries, or just want to come in and ask me a question or something, I'll do my best to answer it. You can follow me at you can send me an email, Kerry.Weemeyer. That's Kerry, Kerry, Wehmeyer. So you can do that. And once again, everybody have a good rest of your Sunday evening. And we'll be back tomorrow live for Sports Talk with Kerry Weemeyer show. And also we'll have Pelicans basketball. We'll see if we can come on StreamYard. We will be on StreamYard. If we want to do that, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll have the game for you. You'll be able to come in and video chat. See, with sportscasting, you have to have an account. StreamYard, you can come in at any time. So we most likely will use StreamYard tomorrow for the Pelicans and Memphis game. I will be on the call tomorrow at 5:30. We'll be on, and then after that, we'll have Monday Night Raw. So we will have Monday Night Raw this coming Monday night. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow.